I'm slightly disappointed with the audience. I thought you guys are the startup founders, startup innovators. Good, you've picked up my cue. I thought a lot more energy, and I will feed on with that energy. I know it's post-lunch, but we've just started. We have a lot more. Let's keep up the energy. We'd also like to make it more interactive, so if you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you as well. But I think we're all set for our next session. So I just want to set the context of what we're going to see in the next half an hour to 1 hour. Our next chat is going to be about driving innovation in New Bharat. This is a session that is powered by Maruti Suzuki Innovation, and we would like to thank them for their continuous support. At this point, I would also like to invite on stage Mr. Rajesh Uppal, MEB Digital Enterprise, HR, IT, Safety, and CIO, Maruti Suzuki India, who will be in conversation with Pradeep Gupta, Chairman and MD, Cyber Media, and Governing
Suzuki
Council
Innovation
member,
aims to create an
Delhi-NCR.
ecosystem that provides the foundation for technology-enabled solutions in automobile space, as well as contributes to the betterment of the society. Based on the philosophy of innovate, collaborate, and co-create, the innovation program harnesses new opportunities through a list of comprehensive programs to engage with startups of all stages. Journey of this innovation started with the launch of Accelerator and further got strengthened with more programs, such as Maruti Suzuki Incubation Program, a one-of-a-kind initiative in partnership with IIM Bangalore's NSR CEL. Mobility Challenge in association with T-Hub for mature startups to scale up their business, and Maruti Suzuki Nurture in partnership with IIM Calcutta Innovation Park to nurture idea and early-stage startups. Maruti Suzuki also strategically invests in startups through its Innovation Fund. Along with that, the Intrapreneurship Challenge provides an opportunity to Maruti Suzuki employees to showcase and work on their innovation ideas. These programs offer a variety of benefits, from compelling investments to the opportunity to win paid POC to the possibility of go-to-market. It is not only innovating, but also creating value in the mobility ecosystem. By joining forces with the brightest minds, we are driving progressive thinking fueled by digital innovations. We are committed to bring the very best to the Indian roads to create a newer and better tomorrow.
Good afternoon. It's really a pleasure, Rajesh, to be having this discussion with you. It was a great presentation about Maruti's innovative programs. Rajesh, Maruti has always been very, very innovative. You know, right from the 80s, one has seen the way they brought in the small car technology here in this country. And not just that, they created an entire supplier ecosystem. They created the distribution ecosystem in India. So, you know, there were business innovations, there were manufacturing innovation. Probably the first company to get JIT also in this country. So, you know, let's start by saying that it is something which has been in the blood of Maruti. But once you become big, how do you keep that fire going? How do you continue to innovate once, you know, there are a large number of employees, large number of networks and so on? How do you maintain that?
Thanks, PG, for having me here today. I think it's very important. We run a very large business, you know, almost 2 million cars right now, which we produce and sell. And also the plan for growth is also phenomenal. We are saying in next 7 years, we will be double than what we are. So with that kind of requirement, I guess a company like us has two problems. One is how to sustain a high business, and then how do innovation separately, parallelly being done so that you don't mix these two things together. That's where we thought that creating a separate organization which focus on only on innovation, only on the new age technologies is something very important. Let's keep it separate and ask them to focus on this area only. That's where we created an organization called Digital Enterprise, whose role was to only look at future and also look at technologies which is coming forward and how can they be adopted fast and how then they can create value for us. So creating a right organization to focus on innovation, I think, is the way we could innovate faster, and also we could make sure that we adopt them faster than our competition to work on, is the whole journey we started. And I think we have been fairly successful in doing that with lots and lots of new age solutions coming, not only within the company, but also for the customer to really experience with us is the area for us which we are working on, I guess.
Yeah, so, the strategy that have been adopted, therefore, is to work with a lot of startups. Because, the moment you start talking about technological innovation, a lot of that will come from people who are sitting in this room.
Absolutely.
The problem that, a lot of young startups also have is that how do they reach out to big companies? So what is Maruti's solution for that?
Sure. I think for us, getting open innovation from the industry is one of the focus area which we have started on. And we created something called Maruti Solution Innovation Program for the company. And it's really looking at startups to work with us. So we run 4 programs right now with our startup. One is which I think you saw on video was the Nurture, which is for idea stage startup. You don't have anything, you just have idea. Can we work with you to develop that idea into a solution and into maybe a startup company going forward? Is the first thing we started on. Second was incubation, something which has an idea.
No, so just hang on for a second. In Nurture, how many startups have so far reached out to Maruti?
So this program we run along with the IIM Calcutta.
Okay.
And we go to rural area of Northeast and all, find out innovator at the ground level and help them to grow further and all. Somebody who's working on jute, they started working with us. So we found out very, very good number of startups over there, which we have worked with us. They already onboarded with us. And many of them are in pipeline of growth. So that journey is running with IIM Calcutta to really drive them all. And IIM Calcutta take care of role of mentoring them, building them and all. And along with our seniors who have been industry veterans and know the domain very well. So together we go out and work with them to really work with all.
Yeah, for this Nurture program, do they have to be doing things which are connected to the automobile sector?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay. I'm saying jute industry was over there. One startup working with jute industry to develop a good product for the industry to come up. We supported that as part of our program factory. So we're looking at any kind of startup who can create value for the themselves and for us and also for the community as large is the whole idea behind this.
Okay.
So second is incubation. Now that we work with IIM Bangalore, and that's where look at somebody has a small idea and build a small solution. Can we scale up along with us? And which is then again our whole seniors who have been in the industry for a long time in various domains, they come forward, mentor them and bring them to a solution level. With us is the second program we are running around, which is the initial stage idea. But third is our main program, which is a corporate accelerator we have. That's where we run 2 cohorts in a year. We ask our, people like sitting in the audience, come work with us, and we shortlist maybe top 5 or 6 or 8 which come in each cohort. And then we do a paid POC with them. We pay them for all the development work do in our innovation.
It's a paid POC.
It's a paid POC. So they work with us. We pay them for the all development. And also they sit in our premises and they can use their premises to build that whole solution. And till now, I think almost 2,000 plus startups has engaged with us in various forms in this. Out of them, around 83 has done POC stage with us to really start developing a solution. And almost more than 20 or 25 are somewhere at the stage, they are already our vendor. And also they're growing with us going forward in various areas around. So that's the third, which is our corporate incubation. And also we have another program which is called Mobility Challenge, where we work with IIM Bangalore as our partner, NRC cell. And there we're looking at mature startups. And they can grow. The typical problem in large corporate is, you have a process of RFP, RFQ, vendor selections and all. We're saying for startup, this is a separate route working with them. We co-create, we work with you and get them straight into a system to create value for us. And till now, in the last 3-4 years, we spent almost more than 100 crore given to these startups as the development charges or the usage charges on this. And for me, I think ROI is more than 200%, frankly.
Okay, some examples of companies that have become your vendors and have been very successful out of this program. Would you like to talk
Sure.
about a few?
Sure. I think there's one of the partner is who developed the metaverse for us. Now today, in all the country, even in the rural areas, in our dealership, you can't keep all the variants, all the vehicles over there and all. So we create a metaverse. You walk into our showroom, you can experience any car in any color over there in a virtual space and select your car to do that and all. It's done by one of the startup for us and is implemented all across in all our dealerships. Similarly, another startup, I think they are here also, Rezo, which is worked with our customer, interaction platform. Because for each service, each sale, you need to interact with your customer for their satisfaction and all. So they are, through AI and generative AI, they have created a solution where they can converse with our vendors, with our customers, and give us a feedback on their satisfaction or solution and so on and so forth. So they work with us on that platform, saving us, huge amount of money in the whole customer interaction platform and giving them good experience. And similarly, I think on shop floor, there are lots and lots of people who are working with us on energy monitoring or IoT solutions and so on and so forth. So I think all across our value chain in the company, all of them are they are working with us and trying to build the various solutions for us. That's why I said more than 200% ROI is for me to work on.
So as you said, 2,000 on one end, the number of people who have come in some form or the other.
Sure.
And you said 20 have become vendors and so on. So they get a chance to present it to the senior management. How
Yes.
exactly does that process work?
See, once the shortlisting done by our working team, the top 10 or top 15 are presented in front of our jury, which is headed by my managing director. And then we select maybe 5 or 6 out of them, which is taken for our process, and then they get a paid POC with us and work with us. And also, if the POC is successful, we also have an innovation fund. So as an angel funding, we also fund into these startups to make sure that we help them to start grow and have their initial investment coming from us. And sometimes we also take a board seat in the process.
Does a startup have to come through this entire process, or is there somebody sitting in this room has got a great solution for Maruti? Can they reach out directly, and if so, how?
So till now we had this whole program for running in, but we are just starting in, this program also. If somebody has a good solution to come, we will get you inside. In fact, we are putting a small booth here in the exhibition area. My team is there over there and all. You can just interact with them and we can get you into it. Or maybe visit us in our innovation gym, which is in Udyog Vihar, Gurgaon. We will be more than happy to interact with you and get you on board together. The objective is to really create value and value faster for the company. That's the objective of this program. So I think we have structured these 4 programs. But again, any other way also, we are okay to get the
and is there a sort of an M&A group also which looks at startups? For instance, Cisco in the US had this strategy of very actively acquiring startups. I mean, it used to be one every 2 weeks they were acquiring some startup or the other. So is that kind of a thing also there?
Not at this stage. I think this stage is more toward, having innovation faster in the company. I think with that objective, and also help funding from the Startup India government of an initiative, so that we can support the industry or startups to grow faster. I think with that objective of social obligation or social support in the industry, that's where this whole program is positioned right now.
The theme of this conference this time is Bharat. Okay. So would you like to talk a little bit about what are some of the things which are happening in terms of not just India, but in terms of Bharat? You did give some examples of if you're talking of metaverse and going into remote locations and so on. But are there, things related with language, with different kind of technologies and so on? So some word on what you're doing for Bharat?
Sure. I think mean, Maruti is known for, is spread in the country everywhere, frankly. And then almost out of the 640,000 villages in the country, we have sold in two-thirds of them. Our cars are running over there and all. And maybe many of them are not.
हर विलेज में एक मैकेनिक तो मिल ही जाएगा मारुति का.
So I think what we have started doing is a big focus of digital and experience in our customer interaction platforms. So any dealership you go, you'll find a very similar experience being given by technology to all customers. So whether it's a rural area where we have a small template outlets or a big city outlets around, but the technology really to interact with the customer, or you can walk into any customer anywhere, you get the same experience. We know who you are, what you happen to your car. We have a single view of customer in our backend system so that we have a very clear single interaction. So when you talk about Bharat, experience a customer get in big city, a same experience is available to anywhere in the country, any smaller cities. Each showroom will have a same metaverse. It will have a same customer understanding on, what happened to his car last time, or when is the service due. So the consistency of quality across all country, including rural and small areas, I think we understand the kind of growth happening in Bharat, and to support them, how do we grow our business and through digitally make it more efficient? I think that's the focus area for us, and that's where we are supporting this Bharat initiative of experience to customers.
That's wonderful. Rajesh, my last question to you. And this is on, because the way I see it is over the next 10 years, the automobile industry is going through a complete revolution. Okay, and therefore, what do you see some of the major trends, and what do you see are the opportunities that are going to be produced by this sector over the next 10, 15 years because of deep tech and other things? What is it that people here should be working on?
My feeling is that three big areas of work for any auto company and all. One is very big is customer experience. Now, how you make that experience seamless across and put a technology to ensure that you understand the customer better and be very personalized with him to work on is the one big space of customer experience. And there's lots and lots of technology which can come in to improve that customer experience for our customer is one. Second, I think with the technology coming in manufacturing, with IoTs and all those new technology coming in with deep learnings and all those areas around, I think manufacturing efficiency and that area is going to be big one going forward for us to work on. And which also include our R&D capabilities and all the input around that is the second area. And third is all supply chain efficiencies around. And today, I think India is still lacking a lot onto the wastages we do in our supply chains. I think improving our supply chain efficiency is going to be a big game over there and all. Any startup, anybody working on those efficiency will be a good way to work and improve with us is the area, I guess.
And autonomous vehicles and EV and battery charging and so on,
These are the part of the new generation solution coming in. Maybe I can categorize into customer convenience or customer service over there. And also onto the charging or a new technology area, which comes under the design and support of design over there, are the standard area of work, which again will evolve along with the business growing, definitely will be an area.
Great.
So I think the summary I'm making is we are not looking at only autos. We are more than welcome to be auto industry for us, but anywhere, any startup, anybody who create value for a customer, maybe in a business or in any social enterprise, we are okay, work with you and grow them together is the area we're looking at, and looking forward to support from anybody over here to work with us and develop or maybe a Startup India program, a big success.
Wonderful. And you have a stall here where if people want, they can go there. Rajesh, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much for a very engrossing discussion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Lovely session. I will request our guests to just stay on stage because we'd like to offer a small token of appreciation. We'll have a member of TiE on stage. Please. We have Director Delhi-NCR Upasana on stage offering a small token of appreciation to our guests. Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Upasna. Thank you, sir. Moving on, and this is a very integral part of our proceedings today, because we would now like to recognize Maruti Suzuki innovation, which is fueling automotive revolution. Maruti Suzuki innovation has emerged as a pivotal force in India's startup ecosystem, introducing a groundbreaking initiative poised to revolutionize automotive innovation. Their dynamic programs empower startups to validate, evolve, and then implement solutions. From concept to pilot, with the added incentive of paid projects, they've gone beyond incubation. For this special award, which is Maruti Suzuki Innovation, which is fueling automotive revolution, I would like to now invite on stage once again Mr. Pradeep Gupta and Geetika Dayal from Delhi-NCR, the Executive Director, to hand over this award to Mr. Rajesh Uppal. Could we have the guests on stage, please? Could I request Upasna to also join us on stage, please? Huge round of applause, please.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we have this special occasion with the recognition and the award, I also wanted to take a moment to say a very happy birthday to the moderator of our session, Pradeep Gupta. PG, happy birthday on behalf of TiEcon to from all of us.
Happy birthday, sir. That definitely deserves a louder round of applause.